lovelies, welcome. I'm so glad you could be with me today, and I hope you're all doing really well. We are looking at a Twin Flame Soulmate reading today. We're going to do an energy check-in. So this is not a pick a card. This is just doing a check-in with you and your person. So basically just, we are in the new moon in Scorpio. So I kind of wanted to ask, what is your person transforming at this time? What transition are they going through? Are they leaving things behind? Are they embracing new things? What is it, you know? Just want to quickly say too, thank you so much for your support and your donations. It's really appreciated, not expected, but very appreciated. Thank you so much for those who have requested my PayPal for that. Now, I am using many cards today, so I'm just trying to work out which ones I'm going to start off with because I've got so many here. I'm going to be using my new cards, not my new cards, what am I saying? These were my first tarot deck that I created, and I have not used these for so long, so I'm going to use these today. This is for the, what was it, the feminine energy, is it? Yes, this is the feminine energy, the cards I'll be using, and these are the masculine, okay, for the Crystal Visions Tarot. So, gonna see, okay, what's going on for both of the feminine, the masculine. I say he for masculine, she for feminine. It's just how I read. Just take it as it resonates for you. It's not gender specific, as we know, but it is feminine, masculine energies. All right, so let's have a look. Okay, Spirit, let's do it. Let's do it. Thank you, Spirit. Going to look into, now when I tune into this, you know, Twin Flame Soulmate, however you want to look at it, doesn't matter with the label, but when I tune in to the collective, it's like I tune into certain waves or groups within the collective because everybody's on a different journey. They're not all going to be exactly the same. So Spirit allows me to tune into certain groups within the collective that may resonate with you, and it might be a message you're meant to receive today. All right, so let's have a look. What is the Divine Masculine's current energy? I've made a fool of myself. I feel foolish. It's feeling foolish. What else, please, Spirit? What is the Divine Masculine feeling at this moment? What is the energy that he's currently in, please? Oh, 2 came out. Clinging, holding on, obsessing and watching, and an epiphany has come through. Realizations, understandings, awakenings. Possibly a realization that he's made a fool of himself. You know, he's acted foolishly, something's going on, maybe he's clinging on to the Divine Feminine. What is he doing with that? No, that's the Divine Feminine's cards, I've got to remember. These are the Divine Masculine's cards, thank you, Spirit. So let's have a look. What is he doing? What is he doing? So what is he feeling foolish about? We've got the 8 of Pentacles, the Empress, and the 4 of Wands. So the Empress is the Divine Feminine, and we've got the stability here, and usually it's a, you know, happy marriage, happy home, happy family. Things are growing and stable. There's a strong foundation. He's clinging on to this, I feel. He's trying to work hard to be a better person, to be, because we're looking at transformation as well. I feel like he is trying to work really hard on improving himself. He's trying to learn life skills. He's trying to learn relationship skills. I feel like in some ways he might feel like he's really acted in foolish ways in this. Like he feels like an idiot. Like that's what it is. I'm really feeling that quite strongly. He feels like an idiot. I still want to get another clarifier for the Foolish card, please, Spirit. Ace of Wands. Oh, okay. He didn't embrace it. For some reason, this Divine Masculine I'm tuning into didn't embrace the opportunity when he could have to be with you to make this happen. Okay, so maybe you're the one who got away. Maybe you're in a break at the moment, or there's just, for some of you it might be at a standstill where things are just not progressing. I feel like he's really trying to, he might have backpedaled. He's trying to really get on top of the fears or whatever's going on there, but he didn't embrace the opportunity when he could have with you. The passion was there, but and it could be that he's clinging on to something else. What is he clinging on to? So we've got the Four of Wands reversed. Oh my God, this is weird. The Four of Wands is here, the Four of Wands reversed. So I feel like he's clinging on to the fact that he might be afraid of marriage, because this can be a marriage card as well. Do you want to get another card with that, please? Four of Swords. Wow. So he might have even been coming out of some kind of connection. Maybe he's holding on to the past a bit, because this is rest and recovery, healing, meditation, you know, trying to heal from something. And I feel like he's held on to the past. We are talking about the Scorpio energy, which is the death card in the tarot, which is all about transition, transformation, letting something go, moving on. And I feel like this is a fresh start with you. This is a beautiful, fresh start. He could have embraced something really beautiful and kept that fire going with the two of you. And I just get this feeling that he might have chickened out at the last minute, or he's just been, you know, it's not the same energy as the Four of Cups, obviously, but I'm getting the word complacent. He might have been very complacent, might have been still clinging onto the past, something that didn't work out for him, something he doesn't feel, you know, maybe his fears of instability, not feeling secure in a connection, maybe he just couldn't get his feet firm on the ground in a connection. But he's trying to work hard on impressing the Divine Feminine at the moment. I think he wants to kind of prove to her that he can have these things, but in some ways he might feel that she does, the Divine Feminine definitely deserves the best. Like, she's a queen, she's a goddess, like, she knows her worth. So he would feel that he has to put a lot of effort into winning her over. Okay, that's what I get with that. So how is he actually feeling towards the Divine Feminine? How is the Divine Masculine feeling towards his Divine Feminine? How at this time is he feeling towards her? How is he feeling, please? Spirit. Wow, hang on a minute. A lot of feelings there. That's so weird, right? So here we go. How is he feeling for her? Illuminate. Ooh, your light helped to guide me out of darkness, out of my darkness. Look at that epiphany, like realizing you are the light. You were that flame. See, you were the flame. You are the flame. Oh, what's that song I'm getting? Not Eternal Flame. There's another one. Old Cheap Trick song. Trying to remember the name of it now. Oh my God, I've gone blank with it, but it'll come to me. But it's about the flame. You are the flame. You know that another night slowly closes in, and I feel so lonely. Trying to get to the song. Anyway, I will put it in the description box below, because this is a channeled song. So you illuminate, Divine Feminine, your beautiful light. Okay, and he is seeing that, and you're helping him come out from the darkness, from that place of denial, perhaps. What else is he feeling towards the Divine Feminine? What is he feeling at this time for the Divine Feminine, please, Spirit? Well, we got second chance. Look at that, making amends, opportunity, and plan. So you have shown him what it means to be without you. Okay, the Divine Feminine has shown the Divine Masculine what it's like for him to be without her. Because she's just doing her thing, and she's really looking after her own self-value, her self-worth. She's not sticking around. So it could be that maybe a regret going on there for the Divine Masculine. How is he feeling towards her? How is he feeling towards the Divine Feminine? Oh my God, there's the Fool again. You know, this doesn't necessarily mean that he's foolish, but because this card's there, I'm thinking he still feels very foolish about not jumping in with the Divine Feminine, what am I saying? He's feeling foolish because he didn't embrace the opportunity to be with her. He didn't jump in and take the risk with her. That's why he wants a second chance. And he's got this fire in his belly to still be with her. He wants to embrace her. He wants to jump in. He's still got it there, that passion. And this is a new start too. They're both new start cards, new beginning. So wants a second chance, wants a new beginning with her. So let's see, okay, how is the Divine Feminine feeling? No, what's her current energy? What's the Divine Feminine's current energy? That has come out way too many, sorry. Yes, way too many, but I'm going to put in the intention in. What is the Divine Feminine? What's her energy right now, please? What is her current energy right now, please? The Divine Feminine's current energy right now, please. Empathetic. Okay, empathy. I feel your pain more than you know. So she's picking up on this. Maybe it's deep regret. You know, there's something there with him that, yeah, I do get the feeling of regret. And also the obsessing and clinging could be with the Divine Feminine. Maybe he's obsessed with her, fixated on her, watching everything she's doing. You know, if she's in a connection, is she leaving it? Are they having troubles? You know, is it anytime soon she'll come to him? Because it kind of feels like this Divine Masculine is sitting back waiting. I don't feel like he's going to rush in anytime soon. It feels kind of like he's a little bit passive, working hard on himself. But I do feel like he wants to impress her, but he's not coming in at this stage to do that. I think he's still working on himself. So what is the Divine Feminine energy? What's her current energy? Look at that. Intimacy, closeness, sexuality, and seclusion. And I feel like she would be feeling that with him, but she's also feeling the pain that he's feeling around the intimacy between them. So let's have a look. What is her card here? So what is her current energy regarding the Divine Masculine? What's her current... Wowza. There's way too many... Wow, there's like 10 cards. I'm not reading them all. I don't do that all the time. I know people go, why don't you read the cards? Like, because there's like so many that come out and it's just not what it's asking. So the Queen of Earth reverse, Queen of Pentacles, very strong in her, you know, her self-value, her self-worth, in her career. But in some ways she might still feel a little insecure. Okay, she might still be feeling a little insecure. So yes, in other ways in her life, she's probably building herself up. But there is something here that she's not feeling, that they are very secure in this. So let's have a look. What is she feeling towards him? What is she feeling? What was I asking? Yeah. Yeah, what is she feeling? I'll get another one as well. What's the energy, sorry, she's in currently? What's the energy she's currently in? All right, so we've got 6 of air, moving on. Maybe she is moving on. Maybe that's why he's clinging on, obsessive, feeling it. Feeling her moving on, but then we've got the 8 of fire, so there's this fast-paced energy wanting to maybe, what does she want to come rushing in? Page of Earth. So there's a valuable opportunity. So I'm going to get another one. Yeah, I want to get this one for the 8 of fire. So we've got the Devil card reversed. I feel like she wants to break free from, yeah, I feel like she wants to break free and move on. And I know that might sound weird for some Divine Feminines who are like, no, I don't want to move on from this. But they don't want it to be like this. They really feel, I think the Divine Feminines don't want him to be passive. I think they want him to come striding in confident. And it just looks like she wants to break free and quickly move on. That's what I get from this. Because the Devil can represent things that tie and hold you back, okay? Feeling tied down, things that hold you back. It can be our shadows as well. Maybe she just doesn't feel secure with him because maybe he's bailed on her before. Maybe he's promised things and not delivered. And she's moving on. Like, she just feels like she's open to new possibilities, or even, you know, could be another relationship, something like that. But it feels like she's in a very practical energy. She's not overly emotional either in this. She just really wants to make sure that, you know, if there was any kind of room for this, that he would be sure of himself in coming in. So let's see, how is she feeling towards the Divine Masculine? What is she feeling towards him? So that's her current energy, what she's possibly doing. Riddled with guilt and shame, guilty. So she might feel guilty over something, because it's not always a Divine Masculine that does things. So let's have a look. What is the Divine Feminine We'll ask that in a minute. So let's see, what is she feeling towards her divine masculine, please, Spirit? What is the divine feminine feeling towards her divine masculine? There's a masculine energy. And we got sidetracked, delays, distractions, and change. She might have another masculine in her life. She might have left him for another masculine. Might be feeling guilty. Maybe she didn't really even do anything wrong, but she's feeling guilty for, like, being with someone where her heart might really be with him. You know, the masculine. There might have been something that she did. Yeah, it's interesting, the sidetrack, delays, distraction, change, because I really do feel like for a lot of feminines, they moved on with someone else. This person might be delaying, what am I saying? It could be a distraction for the pain that she feels with this divine masculine. That could be something. I'm not saying she doesn't have feelings for the person she's with, but it could have definitely been a quick transition into something else, or if she was already with somebody, she's chosen that person over the masculine because he was slow in coming forward. He didn't jump in, he didn't take the chance. So I'm just going to see this one. Yeah, how is she feeling for the divine masculine? Knight of Earth. So she feels stuck. She feels like she can't move forward. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck, okay? It's interesting because in this tarot cards that I created, this guy here looks very similar to the devil card that I had in there. And yeah, it's just interesting, the connection with the devil over here too. So I feel like she doesn't want to be seduced into something that's not going to be long lasting. I think really she's very practical. She needs to build her life up. She wants something solid, and, you know, something that's of substance, something that's going to grow. And with her divine masculine, perhaps she just feels quite like it's not able to move along. There is that delay. See, delays is the Knight of Earth reversed. So it's going to take too much time for him to get his life sorted to be with her. Maybe in some ways she feels guilty because, yeah, what is she feeling guilty over? I want to know. Oh, I've dropped something. Hang on. What was that? This fell on the ground, the Hierophant reversed. Maybe she feels I don't share the same values. Anyway, let's have a look. Guilty. Guilty of what? Why is the divine feminine feeling guilty? Why is she feeling guilty? So we have the Hanging Man. So maybe also she didn't have the patience even, because this is a waiting card. She didn't wait around for him. Maybe there's a bit of guilt there about not waiting for him, and maybe only looking at him through the lens of disdain is a word I'm getting for some reason. I haven't heard that word for bloody years. But disdain, it's like she's looking down at him and thinking, well, you really hurt me, and you know, you're taking too long, and you could have jumped in. We had this beautiful life we could have together, but you've chosen to hold on to things. Maybe it was a real, like an actual person he was holding on to energetically, or even in the connection with, promising her these things, you know. But at the same time, even if he was single, there's just fears and things that have held him back. I think past relationships, stuff like that has come through here. He might have been married and just doesn't want to go through, like, or in a committed relationship and just doesn't feel it's going to be secure anymore. But it looks like he does actually want to, you know. The Nine of Wands is reversed, so he doesn't feel he's got the energy to put the effort in. See, it's going to take a lot of effort to win her over, and he just doesn't know if he can, but he still wants that second chance. So let's have a look quickly then. What is he transforming? Yeah, I wanted to get these too. So the divine masculine's energy, once again, what is he transforming? What kind of shadow, or, you know, whatever it is that he could be dealing with that he's trying to transform in his life right now? Let go. Oh, did we say that? Learn to try and let go so things can happen on their own. So when we try to take over and not let things happen naturally, we could essentially be altering the events that could unfold naturally, as well as missing very important moments and blessings we will only experience once with someone. So it could be that he was trying to control how things were going to be between them. Like by not jumping in, by not moving, he's caused this standstill between them, and she hasn't had a choice in any way of how it's meant to go, except for to leave and, not deal with that. So he has had troubles letting go of things in the past. He might be trying to control things and just keep it as it is, but there's no growth in that. It's stagnance. So let's see the Divine Feminine. What is she? He's trying to build up. You get better with that, okay? What is the Divine Feminine doing? Wow, caged heart. That's interesting. So they cannot break free even when they wish they could. Something or someone has a hold on them, and it limits them. They have wounds, but beautiful flowers growing around them, just within their reach, but the firm hold of the roots hold her hostage against her will. Oh, this is crazy. So is the Divine Feminine feeling stuck and trapped in a current connection? That could be something as well, and feels guilty because she can't leave and be with him either, even if he does come forward. But it's interesting, we saw that breaking free card here as well, wants to move on and break free. So you could look at that in two ways. The Divine Feminine wants to break free from this connection and move on with someone else and build herself up and keep going, because a lot of it does show there's stagnance in this connection. It just hasn't been working because the masculine has been trying to control the narrative. But the Divine Feminine could also be feeling stuck and torn both ways, okay? Where she's feeling that it's like a doomed, damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of thing. So it could be that she's not really happy in the current situation, but she's not happy with what's going on over here as well. But take that as it resonates, because it's going to mean different things for different people. So also energetically, she's definitely feeling the masculine pulling her back, and she's trying to just move on. That could be something. So what else is the Divine Masculine doing? So let's have a look. What does the Divine Masculine need to surrender? Oh, no, not needs to. I'm going to say is, because there's transformation with the Scorpio energy. What is the Divine Masculine surrendering? Because we can see he is working on himself. He's putting a lot of effort in and trying to do that. So he is surrendering to sleep and rest, which we can see here, which is very interesting with the Four of Swords, is sleeping, is resting, taking time out to contemplate. So interesting. So to prevent burnout, slow down, honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. So there's something I feel the Divine Masculines might be coming out of too. They're leaving some kind of cycles coming to a close, and they're leaving things behind. It's exhausting. The journey has been exhausting. So it looks like to me that the Divine Masculine is surrendering to things, because it could be that he's just too busy trying to, maybe he's got too much pressure on his shoulders, things like that as well, and he's just trying too hard. He just needs to rest, and that's where answers come to us. That's that epiphany coming in as well. So what else is he releasing, please, Spirit, at this time? Surrendering his ego. So cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. So there's that control. I think it goes back to that control thing and the fears as well. So let's see, what is the Divine Feminine releasing? So surrender to wonder and awe. How beautiful. So open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. And that's what the Divine Feminines are trying to do, is be free. I feel like there is definitely something that they feel is pulling them back or holding them down, that they just need to release themselves from, energetically, physically, from a relationship, or it could even be family stuff or a work, it could be anything really. But I do feel it's relationship. Yeah, I do feel that. She's feeling pressured. She feels guilty. She's feeling that she just needs to be on her own, perhaps for a while, to grow and blossom. Surrender to complete healing. Beautiful. So open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. She's really on a healing journey, and maybe that's why she's feeling guilty. For some Divine Feminines, they're completely letting go of this, okay? That's definitely at peace. They're trying to find peace with letting go and moving on from this, and focus on their healing and themselves. And it doesn't mean that, they'll never come back together, because as we know, they usually do come back together, especially if it's twin flame stuff here. There's often, you go on different courses, you have to reroute. You go on detours in life and learn things, and you heal and surrender and all those things, and you've taken in different directions, down different pathways, until finally you meet up again. And I get that saying, like, until we meet again. So let's see what else, is the divine masculine healing. What's going on in his healing journey, the transformation that he's undergoing right now, please. So take off your masks. Very interesting, because once again, ego, control, things like that, illuminating, the divine feminine has illuminated stuff for him, has made him look at himself as well. So he's had to take the mask off and be real now. He's being real with himself. It's taking time. Like, it's a scary journey, and it's very confronting to face yourself. And I think he's starting to do that. He's starting to get real now with himself and what he wants, who he is, etc. What about the divine feminine? Procrastination, which is interesting, because we had the sidetracking? What was it saying? Sidetracked, delays, distractions, and change. So she's procrastinating on doing something, and what is that? What is she procrastinating with? Actually, I will use them. What is she procrastinating with? 5 of air. I think that was reversed though, but either way, the message is that she's trying to let go of her own egos. Her stuff, that, like, the animosity maybe between them. She's got her own healing to do, and it's in her mind. There's things she's been stewing over with this connection, and she's got to let bygones be bygones and not hold on to it too much, to the point where she's, upset and feeling stuck. Because she wants to break free, and this is actually caging her in. I think it's her negative thoughts here as well around the connection. She's not fully letting go, but she wants to break free. That's the main feeling I get here, is that I do definitely feel that strong thing where she just needs to move on in her own journey now, whether it be with someone else or just on her own, however it is. I do feel like in some ways she feels that divine masculine has done his dash. And they're on completely different journeys, and she's trying to evolve and grow and not be held back. And he's trying to as well. He's trying to grow. He's doing good here. He's doing the right thing. But I just think maybe they're on different levels. Maybe there's been too much animosity, too much pain between them, that it's now time to retreat and heal for both of them. Yeah, so it's kind of heavy today, guys. But don't forget, Scorpio energy is very intense. Believe me. It's beautiful, but it's very intense. So this stuff is going to be felt quite strongly and deeply, for both of them. Divine masculine. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So he is making the effort now. We did see that. Trying to improve himself, make the effort, put that work into himself to become a better person. That's what I feel he's doing. And the divine feminine, she's got 2 here. Letting go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally and flirt. So extend your lighthearted energy to others. So it's just that she, once again, with those, maybe the negative thoughts coming in, feeling trapped. Maybe she's also trying to control things as to how this relationship goes. She might have blocked him. She might not be communicating, which is fine. But once again, it's kind of like the other person doesn't have a say in anything. So it's kind of like that energy where they've both kind of done that. Yeah, it's interesting how they both, maybe out of their own fears or pain, have in some ways maybe retaliated, but I don't know. For some of them only might have been retaliation, but it's just a response. It's a reaction with how things have been, and nobody has to put up with being treated a certain way. Like if there has been pain inflicted intentionally, maybe even unintentionally, people still have to self-protect. So he might have been self-protecting because maybe the divine feminine was a certain way. We don't know. Everybody's different. Everyone has their triggers and react in, a certain way, differently to other people. But I feel like she's ready to let go of the control issues and let go of this. She can't control the divine masculine, what he does. She can only control what she does. And so I think that's part of that letting go as well. Like, she doesn't want to have to put ultimatums out there or hold expectations. It's got to be a certain way. I think she just wants to let it go and be free to just be herself and blossom and bloom and flirt with who she wants to flirt with, or whatever that might be. It's a very interesting reading, this one. I was not expecting this to come out, which I don't ever know what's going to come out, but this is such a different energy. So I'm definitely reading for certain people here that may resonate. Not all of you will resonate with this, of course. I read very specifically. But yeah, it's just so interesting that, like, how this is coming through. I was not expecting that. So let's get some messages from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. I feel so lost without you. I'm heartbroken over you. Our story will be the greatest love story ever told. You'll see. Oh, it's so sad. I feel so sad right now. If only I had the courage to tell you how much I still love you. Oh my God, I want to cry. I'm feeling the divine masculine's pain as I'm tuning into that. So the divine feminine wants to say, what does she want to say? During our time apart, I'm growing and learning every single day. Step by step, I'm becoming the person you deserve. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. So, it could be that she still is not letting go, even though she wants to and she's trying to, and maybe to a degree she really does let go. But he's always going to be there in her heart, in the back of her mind. They're going to feel each other. There's a very strong bond, very beautiful bond here. When things are beautiful, it is a beautiful connection. Triggers and different things get in the way. What else does she want to say? The more I push you away, the more I long for you. I know in my heart that we belong together. Wow. There you go. That's where it really lies. And you are manifesting in a rapid speed, 111, focus only on positive thoughts. So important to the divine feminine to do that. And I hate the fact that I'm ignoring you and pushing you away. It just scares me to feel so deeply for you. I never had that before, and that's why she's feeling guilty, I feel, because there are real deep feelings there. She's closing off. She feels that she can't hang around for whatever's going on with the divine masculine's transition and transformation right now. But there's deep feelings still there. What does he want to say? He says, I feel like it's all my fault. I know I've messed things up between us. I'm in a lot of pain right now. See, she's empathizing. Like, what am I saying? She's tuning into his pain, right? That's why it's easier to just stay away for now so I can lick my wounds. And he says, I know that this is once in a lifetime love. No one will ever compare to you. Wow. And that song, Nothing Compares to You, comes through with Sinead O'Connor. So let's have a look then. What are his, messages from a broken heart? These are my cards, Divine Confessions of a Broken Heart, Volume 2. Let's have a look. He says, you haunt my dreams. Yeah, so that's sleeping card too. It was the hardest decision I've ever made, but at the time I thought it was the right one. I now realize how wrong I was. And I'm glad you can't see me now. I'm a mess. Oh my God, I feel so sad. It's just so sad. Oh my God, I'm tuning in. So the divine feminine says, I don't want anyone else. So, oh wow, that's interesting, because even if she is with someone else, even if she moves into another connection, really deep down, her feelings and her heart still belongs to him. So I've thought about starting a new life. Oh my God, here it is. And creating new memories, but I can't bring myself to let go of this one. Oh my God, I feel so sad. I need to hold on to memories of you. I'm so sorry, guys. I can't help it. I'm trying to read it and not interrupt, but far out. As I'm reading, I feel like I want to cry. Oh, it's so beautiful between them. And I wonder why I wish you were calling when I don't want to see who it is that you've become. So she's really a little bit prickly. It's interesting, isn't it? Like, she's a little bit prickly. She's turning her back away, trying to move forward. But there's the hurt. There's the guilt of doing that. Maybe she lashed out at him because the Five of Air is not a nice energy. The Five of Air will come at you. Doesn't matter what, they don't care if they say or hurt your feelings or whatever. So maybe there was a little bit of that with the Divine Feminine. And she feels guilty for saying those things because deep down she knows that there is a very strong connection. She still loves him. Yeah, so she's thinking, well, I don't want to see who it is that you've become. Like, you didn't become a very nice person. You closed off to me or whatever it might be there. And it's self-protection once again. So the Divine Masculine, this reading's really got to me. Like, I just really, every time I read something, I want to ball my head off. Like, far out. Like, it's sad. So the Divine Masculine, what does he want to say to the Divine Feminine? Okay, what does he want to say? Can't you see what you do to me? And you are so right for me. And can't you see what you mean to me? Wow, I don't run from you, I run from myself. One more, hang on, we'll get one more. Oh, two more. I think about you all the time, I miss our chats. Yeah, they really, it feels to me like the Divine Feminine might have blocked him. Or even if it's not that, like, it's just that she's definitely, her attention is trying to move away from him. And he thinks about her. He misses their chats. Oh, my God. Oh, man, I wish I didn't feel so emotional, but I'm really tuning in. Especially to the masculine, my God. Oh, okay, so the Divine Feminine, what does she want to say to the Divine Masculine? She says, I want to live out my deepest, darkest fantasies with you. It drives me mad when you ignore me, don't you care? So that is something that I feel might have been an issue in their connection, and I hope you can open up to me soon. So for some of you, you might be in some kind of communication. It might be very limited. Yeah, there's something there. There's something that's a trigger for the Divine Feminine. Please don't lie to me anymore. I know you love me, and it hurts that you hide that from me. So that was how he was controlling things. Maybe he's still controlling things and not letting her in or know what he's up to. That could be part of it. Like, there's something there. And she says, your moods give me a headache. And that makes me laugh, that one. You make me feel like a nervous schoolgirl with a crush. So there's a lot of complex issues, unresolved stuff between the two of these, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. There's a lot of unresolved stuff going on here. Yeah. And I think she's really been pained because he has been back and forth. I really do feel this Divine Masculine wanted a life with her, possibly even told her and promised things, just might have even talked about having a future, and then it just never eventuated into that. So that could be why she's hurt as well. All right, let's have a look, okay? Let's have a look. And, I mean, he might not have been ready. It's not a bad thing for him to not be ready. That's just part of his journey. But as I said, all paths lead to home, as they say. And, you belong together. So it's kind of like, at the moment, this has to go a different way. But it's to not ever say that you won't be together. In the 5D, you're always together. So what does the Divine Masculine want to say? He says, I wish things could be different. And I replay our conversations over and over. And I want to be more than friends. Yeah, so he might have at one point even told her, look, I can't do this. Let's just be friends. And that's a real pain. That would have been a real pain. That would have been a real pain for the Divine Feminine. Like, she would have felt so pained by that. So if he did say that at one point, that's definitely something. But I feel like even now he would love to be definitely more than friends, but even a friend at this time might not be happening. A friendship. I couldn't let you get close to me. So the Divine Feminine says, I feel you even though we are apart. Yeah, she's feeling his energy. And I am becoming a better person, so she's also doing that. And we need to let each other go. Yes, what was I saying? It's so on par with this, right? She She feels that in order for both to heal, they need to let each other go. You were the best thing in my life. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's so sad, guys. All right, so let's get some messages from the Divine Masculine. We've been meeting in dreams. Didn't he say he's been, she's haunting his dreams. So he's been meeting with her in dreams. And be kind to yourself. Oh. So he wants her to heal, be good to herself. And fear held me back. Yeah, it's definitely a huge thing right there. The Divine Feminine says, seeing you triggers past pain within me. You are the one. So she knows this is the one, like the Divine Masculine is the one. When you hear our song, know that I am with you. So they might share a specific song that he would recognize as theirs. And she's saying, when you hear that, know that I'm with you. I'm with you in spirit. So let's get, I think I've used all the cards that I need here. So let's get an advice card for the masculine to just help with his journey and what he's going through here, because I do feel that he's determined, but there's still a lot of struggles there. So let's see, what is his advice card at this time, please? Psychic conversations and passion. Oh, goodness me. You know, I still feel that he needs to talk to the Divine Feminine as if she's there with him, and do it passionately. And also feel that passion, because beforehand he didn't embrace it. It was there, but he allowed it to fizzle out because of his fears. So he needs to get passionate, maybe write down things and talk to her. You know, feel that energy, feel that fire in his belly for her. That's what I feel. So he can, you know, the telepathy, I can't talk properly. His telepathy will, when you're raising your vibration and you're putting energy into it, it's going to be delivered to her very strongly, very strongly. The more he feels passionate about their connection, rather than focusing on negatives and the loss and the fear, if he's working on himself and building himself up and feeling love for her and that passion for her and that desire for her, you know, it'll happen where they're talking to each other psychically. So what is, and also this is also asking the Divine Feminine to open his heart to receiving the messages from her. So what is the Divine Feminine's advice card this time? Choice. She's got a choice to make, and that's so true. Like, she's got a choice. She's in power. She's in control of her own destiny. She can move forward to where she feels like she's drawn to, you know, where she's meant to be. Or she can allow things to hold her back and, you know, feel stuck and not able to progress forward. We've also got rewards. So, yeah, I mean, she's got to build herself up for those rewards. This reminds me of the Nine of Pentacles, like building yourself up, working hard on yourself for the reward. But she has to make the right choice in order to do so. Does she hold on to the negative, you know, stuff between them and maybe resentment? Or does she move forward into this new path, which is going to help her grow, blossom, experience new things, which is helping her journey? That's what I think they both need to do, because it doesn't feel like, unless it's kind of, you know, fast-tracked healing or something, a miracle can happen, but it doesn't feel like these guys are going to be coming together anytime soon. They both have a lot of stuff to deal with and heal. I really feel the Divine Feminine's letting go, like, you know, at the moment she might not want to. She might feel very sad about that, but it's almost like she feels it's the right thing to do. So I want to get one more of my cards here before I close off this reading. So also, yeah, one of these from Liz Harrison's Twin Flame Oracle. I love these too. So let's have a look. So for the Divine Masculine, he's got marriage and commitment. Wow, leap of faith, a new start. Look at that. That's what he wants. Maybe that's what he's going to do. Maybe he is going to, you know, gather the courage, build himself up to the point where he comes back and says, I want this with you. Amazing. That's the Fool card, right? Amazing. What's the Divine Feminine's? We've got ready for a family. and breakthroughs marching ahead. Wow, that is amazing. So by following her path and by him following his path, it's going to lead them back together. That's what I feel. And it could be at the moment that she does start a family elsewhere and then they come back together and have this. Or it could be that he says, I want to be with you. I want this family with you, because he knows that she's ready to have a family. So what is the journey? Okay, the card for the journey. Wow, it's fallen down. Where did it go? All right, hang on. For the journey, it says finding their freedom. Oh my God, guys. They have to let each other go in order to come back together, because it's just not the right time right now. That's amazing. So let's have a look. What else have we got here with my Divine Love Oracle deck? Let's have a look. Denial. Okay, so there's been some denial in the connection. Someone's denying it. Spring and blossom, the need to let go, to blossom in their own right, to release blame. Okay, so in that space of healing, they're releasing blame. And within 3 years, so I know people panic and think, oh my God, 3 years is a long time, but it could take that long, you know, to develop everything you need to on your journey for that healing. But it says within 3 years, so it could be 6 months away. It could be a few weeks away for some people. But I do feel there's quite a lot in you know, deep stuff to work through. And it's going to take patience to get there, okay? But we do have the dream home. So, and I also get the message that you are each other's home and you're going to come back home to each other at the right time, guys. I hope that's resonated with you. Take care, and I look forward to connecting with you next time. Love and blessings.